Controlled Chaos here. I want to talk to you guys about a few things within Blood Bowl 3 I'd like to see change. And the first one isn't to deal with the game itself, it's to deal with a small portion of the player base. And that is when you run across a player who they have the ball, they run it to almost the end zone, they're just about to cross the line, and then they keep that player there just to beat up on your team members and things like that. I personally don't like that. I think that's rude. I think that is poor sportsmanship, because what you're doing is you're ripping apart someone's team that they may have been working on really hard just for your enjoyment and a few giggles. Honestly, that doesn't impress me. And I think that's going to affect, especially when new players jump in the game. They see something like that, they're going to think that a good chunk of the gamers that are playing this game are that way. And I've ran into this several times when playing ladder matches, especially in the official ladder. And it's upsetting because it's not rare. It's literally can be one game after another. I have a live stream where I did 2 games, and back to back people were doing that. In all honesty, if a new player comes in and sees that, guess what? They're gonna back away from the online environment, and you're ruining the popularity of what could be of the franchise and of the game, and introducing someone to Blood Bowl, maybe even the tabletop version. Would you honestly do that to someone in the tabletop version who's new to the game or just there to actually fully play out the game? No, I know that because I've been to a bunch of in-person tabletop matches of Blood Bowl and played it. It's how I was introduced to it, and everyone's friendly and kind to one another. You know what? That friendly and kindness that you see in person-to-person matches, guys need to carry that over into the online matches. For you guys that are doing this whole entire waiting at the line thing, guess what? You're not a keyboard warrior. You're not special by doing that. You're looking like you're entitled. And that's wrong. You're looking stuck up. You're acting like you're better than they are. You may be better at the game than they are, but there's no reason to throw it in their face. Now, there are ways to work around this, and some are better than others. One of the ways you can work around this is you can just back off of their guys. If you have more movement capabilities than they do, run them around in circles. Make it so that they can't hit your guys or do any damage. Bore them out or run the rounds out. That's how you solve that problem. Make them sweat. Force them to make that touchdown instead of beating up on your guys. Another thing you can do, if you have really dodgy guys and good movement, dodge out of areas where they got your guys, get all your guys on one of their guys, and fight back. But be careful when you do that, because most of the people that do this, they do this with the beer teams, they do this with the dwarves, the lizardmen, the orcs, and things like that. So you're gonna have to be careful and more tactical. But if you succeed, guess what? You show them that you are better at the game than they are. The third option is just concede. You don't want to deal with that at the time, concede. This is where it brings into my next point, which is when you do concede, it automatically puts you on a 15-minute wait timer when you concede. I personally do not think that this is a good development move. I think the first time you concede, it should be free. You should be able to jump right into another game. I think after that, if you're seeing a concede after concede in each single game, that's when you start adding the timer. So if you do a concede, it should let you back into another match. If that next match you concede, okay, put up a 5-minute timer. If they concede again, put up a 10-minute timer. They concede again, 15-minute timer. Keep adding 5 minutes each time they concede. If, only if, is one concede after another. From one match to another match to another match. They're conceding every single time. However, if you're seeing that they're conceding and then going in, doing another match, playing that match and another match and another match, and then on the fourth or fifth match that they're conceding again, give them some grace on that and let them go in again at no reduction of time. That's how I think the penalties for conceding should work, especially with the first point I brought in, where people are using it just to pull apart someone else's team. Give that person the ability to feel okay with conceding instead of going, well, I'm gonna have to wait 15 minutes, because guess what? That 15-minute timer, they're already upset because they had someone bashing on them and picking apart their team and didn't want to deal with it. They're now upset that they have a 15-minute wait timer on it. Guess what? They just stopped playing the game, most likely. And that's not right. People are meant to play games for fun. That's what it's all about. And if you're one of those people that think pulling apart someone else's team is fun, I hate to say it, you're a bully. Pure and simple. I know bullies. I've been bullied my entire life. And pure and simple, you do something like that, you're a bully. And you know what bullies are? Bullies are people that aren't happy with their life. If you're not happy with your life, find something else in your life that makes you personally happy. I'll tell you one thing that makes people personally happy: helping out others. Instead of holding the ball and you see that this is a new player, guess what? Maybe purposely drop the ball. Let them beat up on your guy. Do the nice thing. It makes you feel better. It makes me feel better when I help people out. That's why I do videos and tutorials and tell people about these games. Is they thank me. They're like, oh wow, I didn't know I could do this in this game. Thank you so much. I feel good about myself. It's great helping other people out. It lifts you up. Why bash people down when you can lift them up? It's so much better. And that's where the developers can help out in lifting someone up who's just had a bad game and had to concede. Don't bash them down again by giving them a 15-minute wait timer right away. Let them go back in. Try another match. Hopefully they'll find a better player. And I have found some matches where people are friendly about it. And they're playing the game. They're playing the objective. They're trying to play the ball. They're not playing to tear the other team apart. Yes, there are basher teams. And yes, they're meant to pull the other team apart in a bit. But you don't overly, excessively, purposely have to do it. If you get a chance to do a touchdown and do it, do the freaking touchdown, for God's sakes. Be respectful. That's all I think. And once again, these are all my opinions. These are my thoughts. So if you're going to comment on this video, be respectful. Be considerate. Think about what you say. Because if I see a hateful comment, guess what? Not many other people are going to see it. I'm going to delete it right away. So guess what? It's your waste of time, no loss to me. It's a click of a button for me to delete an inappropriate message. If you are polite about it in criticism and give your views and your points and your facts, I'll listen to it. I'll leave it up. But if you're rude about it, guess what? It goes away. It's that simple. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Have a great day.